Greetings, adventurers. Bit of a solemn one, this one. Well, not solemn, but cautionary. Cautionary is the word that I'm looking for. I'm prepping for World War 3. God, that sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely horrible. I'm certainly not an alarmist, you know that. But, you know, interviewing people from World War 2, and doing all the bunker stuff in Europe, and you know, all of the stuff that I've been involved with. There's one thing that I have learnt from the World War II era is that preparation is key if war is looking likely. And of course, these days our war wouldn't be like their war at all. There would be so many other factors in play if it were to happen. So now Biden has okayed his super missiles, and looks like Starmer's going to do the same. I just think it's probably a good idea to start preparing, not panicking at all, but just getting a few bits in. Put it this way, look what happened to the fuel prices when Russia went into Ukraine. Ridiculous. Just that act alone, going into Ukraine, just shot those prices up. Then you had all of those people at the pump. People were waiting for hours. But the real one for me is the coronavirus. How quickly society can just kind of collapse and turn insane. And most importantly, turn on itself. I don't know if you remember, but that was an insane time. Especially when you'd have people leaving their house for whatever reason. When you'd have people peeping on them, like squealing on them and ringing this number to get them like a £10,000 fine. You don't know what their reason was for leaving the house. They could have been doing their fitness and stuff. I had people on my Facebook taking pictures of people on bikes and stuff. Should they be doing that? It's like, wow, man, how quickly community and empathy and compassion can just, bam, be gone like that. For the most part, I love my fellow humans, but I do understand how quickly they can turn really, really nasty. Remember the toilet rolls? We're running out of toilet rolls. Panic buying toilet rolls, all gone. And you had to queue, didn't you? You had to queue with a gap between. Oh man, you're probably sitting there laughing at me going, God, paranoid, it could be a World War 3. Thing is people presume that if you're talking about World War 3, then they assume that you mean a nuke, okay? Because that's what you associate with World War 3. Nuke is right at the end of the game, as far as I'm concerned. And if that comes down, then, well, screw it, there's no point in even trying after that point. You're just going to have to bloody stick your head in your lap and hope for the best. Unfortunately, that's not how warfare works. There's a massive cynical period before something like that happens. And it's that cynical period where energy is cut, water goes, food sources go, etc, etc. I don't have the long-term capabilities or provisions to see out a long-term situation, but maybe I can get a few bits in to see me out for, and my family out for 3 or 4 weeks. Lots of dry food, that type of stuff that I keep, jarred stuff. I've already got a bit aside because I'm always kind of just prepared, and luckily that preparedness did help us out a little bit in the coronavirus. What are you doing? You doing anything? Thinking about it? Concerned? Not concerned? Not bothered? Don't think anything's going to happen? Surely people are thinking, yeah, a little bit. Let's get a couple of bits in, just in case it kicks off. You know, get some sort of provisions, get some sort of a backup. Those Jackery Jennies, they're brilliant. Little power Jennies, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, I'm off to Aldi now because it's super cheap, and I'm going to show you what I'm buying in. I do not want this to happen. I've got Russian friends, man. I've got no beef with the Russians. It's just madmen in charge again, isn't it? All of them, they're nuts. Just nuts, the lot of you. Just give over already. I do miss doing these vloggy type videos where you just pick up a phone and you've got an idea and you're just like, well, let's record this and go with it. They're quite something quite cute about them. Right, we're at Aldi, so we'll get some bits and we'll add it to the other bits that I've been accumulating. Again, I don't want to seem alarmist. Probably nothing to be concerned about, but it's just, you know, a little bit of preparation just in case things go awry quite quickly. It's probably just worth having a little read up about this type of stuff as well. I'm what, Gen X, so there's a couple of generations beneath me that I think if they, you know, if the internet went, for example, and mobile phones went, then I don't know how they would fare. I don't think they would fare very well, and we're certainly not the country that fought the Germans in World War II. We certainly don't have that hardiness about us anymore, and we're very different to those people culturally, religiously, and psychologically. The same coping strategies and mechanisms certainly wouldn't be there. We're doing Aldi because it's seriously cheap. If you've got a Lidl next to you as well, that'd be quite handy for you. Oh, hello, there you go. I've got some more water at home, but look at this. It's a lot there. 6 times 2 litres, £2.29. Nice and cheap. So we'll have one of those. Trish, you. And baby wipes, just generally handy for all sorts of things. 4-pack there for what, £1, £1.79. Paracetamol, just a couple of packets. You can't buy more than 3 in this country, just in case you try to unalive yourself. So I've been accumulating these as well. Bog roll family 16-pack, $6.99. Yeah, $6.99. And just 1 packet of basmati, it's 99p. Got loads of this at home. Again, I'm just adding to what we've already got. And soy, can't go wrong with soy, it's just a good all-rounder. These packs are quite handy, only 65p. Get a couple of those, a few of those. Oh God, what have I just done? God, look at these, look at these, look at these. Onion chickens. Price drop from 45p to 29p. Onion chicken noodles, sorry, onion chickens. So we'll get a few of them as well, because they are seriously cheap. So they're worth having. Okay, tinned fish, slowly accumulating this. Got a few back at home, but I want to be getting more really. Pasta, £1.29, nice and cheap. 69p for some sauces as well, so we'll get a couple of those, I think. 1 and 2. A couple of cans of chopped tomatoes, again to add to what we've already got. And then on top of that, we'll treat ourselves to some baked beans with sausages. 57p, bargain. So we'll have a couple of cup of soups, 55p each. So each one of them has got a sachet in it, keeps forever. Right, okay, so we'll go for a couple of long life milks as well. 28.9p each, and they keep forever. It's all come to a grand total 28 quid. Not bad. That was actually quite a big one. So what I'll do is next week I'll just buy a little extra of whatever I'm buying anyway, just add to it. That's what I've kind of been doing, but that was quite big actually. And you'll notice that most of that was dry goods and stuff that keeps for a long time, because I just want to kind of stick it in wherever I need to stick it and just forget about it and not have to constantly do some sort of inventory to see if things are rotting or not. I'll just get that lot home and add it to the stuff that I've already, well, collected. Now, what's going to happen here is that all of those people that are hardcore preppers are going to laugh at the minimal amount that I've got, and then those people that are not prepping at all are going to laugh at the fact that I've got stuff. So it's a lose-lose, but I don't really care actually, because this is what I feel my family can live on for a couple of weeks, just until whatever it is passes over, hopefully. I don't know, maybe I need to think about it a little bit more now. You can see how long I've been prepping for, because all of this got rust on it, so I need to check the dates on that really. So first of all, just got a bit of water, big one there, and then that guy there that we bought today, a big massive bag of pasta, UHT milk, which I'm going to buy more of now that, well, things are hotting up slightly. Here we've got a gas cooker, and we've got a ton of gas. That'll keep us going for a really long time. Disposable barbecues, the wet wipes are in there, they shouldn't be. Bog roll, bog roll, a nice amount of bog roll, needs to be more. In here we've got more first aid than you can shake a stick at. All of these are first aid, so it's got paracetamol, it's got Imodium, it's got Diarrhelite, it's got everything. Cocodamol, codeine. I've got so much of the stuff. It's all in there, accumulated, and I've got a ton of batteries as well, because obviously might need batteries. And then we've got tin stuff, tin food, a lot of chopped tomatoes, pasta sauces, stir-in pasta sauces, a lot of fish. That's all the way up there with cans of fish, a hell of a lot of noodles, same deal. Those rice things that we bought today, Cooper soaps, and then spices, and then a hell of a lot of rice there. I don't know if you can see they go all the way back, but again, more pasta, loads and loads of pasta, egg noodles back there, just dry stuff, loads of dry stuff to go with that pasta and everything else. And here we got a ton of sugar. I'm going to put that on top of there in a second, because sugar goes funny unless it's in a dry environment, and that's for tea, because you know how us British love our tea. And I think that if anybody was to try and take down the Brits, just stop our tea supply. That's us done, mate. I need to fill that with tea. And I've got another box somewhere that I need to fill with beer. That was filled with beer, but I drunk it. This is Doris. Doris is great for protection. She'll go for a car door, that girl. This is one of two Jackeries, which are basically little mobile generators, which are powered by the sun, because I've got the solar panel unit to go with it. That's if we can get access to sun, if it all kicks off. There's not really much access to sun this time of year in Britain anyway, is there? Let's be honest. And then over here we've just got random stuff, got accelerant there for fire, and then we've got camping gear, sleeping bags, just entrenching tools and paracord, loads of paracord, hammocks. There's the Jackery, there's the solar panel. That little fella there, that's great for cooking on. Loads of bits like that, which I've just generally got from camping anyway. This little fella here is a cool box to keep things cool if we need to, and that's it. It's very modest, really, and I'm just thinking weeks rather than months, although I'm getting the impression I should probably think a little bit deeper about this. I don't know, I don't want to go silly, but at the same time I don't want to have any regrets, you know. And anyway, so next week I'll probably add a little bit. Once I'm done with this, I'll just drop a tarp over the whole lot, so it's all nice and cool inside and secure. This place is very secure anyway, so it's pretty much rat free, and I don't think they're going to be interested in much of this stuff. So, got any tips? How would you approach this? How are you feeling about the whole situation? And there you go. And I'm just hoping that this doesn't really matter. And there's a long way before anything like this happens, or whatever, you know. Hopefully nothing's going to happen and nothing's going to change. But it's worth getting just a few bits in now, just to kind of cover yourself. There's no point in doing it when the S hits the F, because it's going to be chaos. And then some people get really selfish because they see that things are gone, so they buy tons more. At the moment, a couple of bits here and there, like I've been doing over the past couple of years, doesn't really hurt anybody. Anyway, good luck, my friends. If you enjoyed this, we'll carry on this theme for a bit. See you next video.